Another day in GMOD. Let's see. Well, I kind of don't want to play one of the thousands of random role playing servers.
Oh, I know. Let's play a blast from the past.
Alright, let's just type in winter survival and no servers. Alright, let's try melon. Wait. How are there servers for this? It's an old abandoned game mode that everyone forgot. Oh, I see. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go and I'm going to make a video to talk about this game mode because it's one of my favorites and I think more people need to be aware of its existence. Winter Survival is a game mode for Gary's Mod made by Mary Ma, aka The Ma, Night Eagle, and Termy58. Originally, dating back as far as 2009, the premise is pretty simple. You and a bunch of others are thrown onto a map and are expected to not only survive, but also kill each other, sort of like a proto-Hunger Games. Even though the Hunger Games came out technically a few months earlier, but we're not going to talk about that. Though the mode was very popular, it's probably one of the least remembered and deadest game modes on Gary's Mod. Even archive diving, I struggled to find any remnants of the game mode itself. There used to be a website, but it's long gone and just tells you it's frozen. Frozen. I get it. Winter survival. Frozen. Sorry. It's so forgotten that not even people like Ratlobber remember to put it in their forgotten game mode tier list. And even Googling this game mode only gives a handful of results at best and a couple of videos. Your first step in any round when it begins is finding supplies to build a fire. And usually you should do that near a river. Supplies randomly spawn, so you can very well be dying very quickly if you can't find enough supplies to make a campfire. You're expected to survive in this treacherous wasteland, and everything is out to get you. Your stats are seen at the bottom of your screen, which are thirst, hunger, fatigue, and warmth. Each stat will cause death if it gets too high, so you're expected to balance them out equally, as best that you can. There's also a fifth stat called Constitution, which is basically just your overall health, which is that white circle at the bottom. It goes from white all the way to black until you're basically dead, just to show you how much health you have. The first stat to take care of is, of course, the cold stat, which can be rectified by simply building any source of heat, such as, well, a campfire. Next up to manage is, of course, hunger and water. You'll need to manage these, so it's a smart idea to build your base next to a river. To find food, you really need to hunt down crows with rocks or with arrows for an easy meal. The final thing to take care of is, of course, the fatigue stat, which usually is caused by sprinting too much. It's one of the easiest to manage and goes down rather quickly, but if you're not paying attention, it can also just straight up kill you if it gets too high. Throughout the round, you're expected to not only survive, but also kill other players, which leave behind a gravestone. Of course, you can team up in any survival fashion you want, but eventually you will be expected to betray the other person. This game mode is actually very fun and can be incredibly tense, where you're looking over your shoulders as everyone is struggling to survive. The survival aspect also makes this mode brutally hard, which means rounds don't really last too long. They're about 10 to 15 minutes unless two people decide to stall the round. When you die, you become a crow and can fly around the map, and funnily enough, the player crows who die can actually drop food as well as a way to support your favorite players or give one the advantage by killing the other, as food is very scarce around the map. Crows can also left click to make a crow sound and just generally be really annoying. It gets really fun when there's about 20 player crows just flying around one player, doing nothing but annoying the hell out of them. While the game mode is fun, you can spawn in a terrible spot with absolutely no resources, and that does happen from time to time, especially on some of the more well-played maps. Though there were apparently a handful of maps made for this game mode, I really only remember one map being played, and that was WS_mountains, which, as the name implies, has a mountain in the corner. Winter Survival is an insanely fun and unique game mode, but unfortunately, like most things made with Source, the passage of time is a cruel mistress. Eventually, Winter Survival fell by the wayside, almost never being touched by the actual developers or fixed up. Though there have been attempts to restart the game mode multiple times over the years, nothing ever permanently stays past a couple of months. You should install, try, and play Winter Survival. It's a very fun game mode, although be warned that the game mode hasn't really been updated in years, and I'm not even sure if it works anymore. When I tried to host my own server to get my own footage for this video and play on some of the maps, they just straight up refuse to work and most of the time crash my Gary's mod. Though there have been attempts at servers as of 2022 actually that apparently get working and are populated, so I have no idea what's up with that. It's really a shame that this really fun game mode is completely dead and forgotten. And maybe that's because the creator never updated it, or maybe that's just because people couldn't really be bothered to try and get it to work, which is really sad. I could sing its praise for days from what I remember about this game mode, and really, if there's anything I want to accomplish with this video, it's simply to make people remember this game mode. And even if it's broken and you can't play it, there's still something to remember and still something to be fond about. And perhaps one day we can find another server to play on that actually gets populated and stays past a couple of months.
Oh god, I'm gonna die before I get there. It's gonna suck. I'm alive, holy shit! Oh. Damn it.
That was ironic.
Hey, thank you all for watching. All credit goes to the people whose gameplay videos that I borrowed and used because there's not really much content on the internet about this game mode, and I couldn't get this to work on my computer. So, yeah,